Norway has a national culture of competitive sports, which comes from the history, the environment, education and social factors. It has a perfect environment as you can ski almost anywhere up to 6 months a year. Their national proudness was caused by their heroes, the father of modern skiing, Sundre Norheim. Fridtjof Nansen, Roald Amundsen, which the whole of Norway followed to be the first to reach the North and the South Pole. Skiing became the national identity of Norway. It was a sport of the Norwegians. After Norway changed skiing from a way of transporting to a national sport, they spread the ski sport all over the world. And won most medals in the first Winter Olympics in 1924. Norwegian cross-country skiers were called the human bellows because they could ski 70 kilometers to participate in a 50 kilometers race. People took pride in sending their skiers, representing their community to big races and collect money and give them free food and housing. These were heroes. This culture caused that skiing became a part of education. And no, the Norwegians are not born with skis on. That would be painful. But almost from the moment that they are born are the most Norwegians involved in outside activities. Most skiers on the Norwegian national team probably got their first pair of skis as soon as they could walk and started competing before they were 9 years old. According to the Olympiatoppen, it takes on an average of 10,000 hours of training to reach the Olympic level on skis. What Norway does different than most other countries is to base all education of all sports on fun instead of high-stake competitions and lots of strict discipline. The Norwegian law, Children's Rights in Sport, states that children should receive a positive experience every time they participate in a sport. The task given to the Norwegian children depends on the age and the level of mastery and which environment they are in.
Og når jeg ser at barna står på sånne tynne langrennsski, og det er noe helt annet enn slalomski, de må forme en utrolig bra balanse.
Ja, jeg gjør det. Så sånn rent motorisk sett så er det jo veldig, veldig god trening og fint for barna fra starten av. For det er både balansen og det fysiske og det å bli kjent med kroppen sin. Når jeg gjør sånn, så går skiene den veien, eller når jeg bøyer meg på den måten. Så det er bedre, jeg står bedre når jeg bøyer knærne litt. Altså alt det gjør jo at du får en god kontroll på kroppen sin.
When children have joy, then they are motivated to repeat movements, like with everything else, and so they can develop skiing skills. Mothers and fathers both get a lot of time off from work to attend to their children and follow up the task which the children were giving in the kindergarten. The social factors are the most important to build up the best environment around young athletes, beside the natural possibility for a sport. Exposure to sport during one's childhood determines the lifelong participation in the sport to a very big degree. At the age of 25 years old, 93% of the youngsters have been involved in organized sports in Norway. Many good trainers work voluntarily in the thousands of clubs in Norway with enthusiastic parents. Norway tops the world with voluntary work. This leads to that the athletes, the trainers and the parents feel that they are the owners of their own club and are much more stimulated to do their utmost best. It is this support energy and ownership feeling that gives an incredible amount of power to the athletes. Skiing is a combination of mass sports and elite sports, and the focus is on the athletes, the development of them and build a good environment for them. Parental involvement is very important as support coaches of their children. The Norwegians are lucky with their natural environment because they have ski possibilities almost everywhere, just around the corner where they live. There are mountainous forest areas that surround their towns with ski jumps and slalom slopes and endless areas of cross-country skiing. Of course this is a perfect environment for young athletes to grow up in.
Hvordan er det å fly med sånn stor avstand og gjennom luften da?
Det er et kick, og vi sæler på og nyter det i de sekundene det varer, og du føler deg som en, det er kanskje ikke Gud, det er kanskje ikke helt riktig, men du føler deg veldig, veldig stor da.
Ja.
Det øyeblikket.
Er du ikke redd?
Nei, vi starter i det små, og så blir farta og lengdene blir større og større, fra 10 meter og så 20 og oppover. Til slutt så er vi her og hopper 130 når vi har blitt en del år eldre.
Og hvor gammel var du når du begynte da?
Jeg var 6 år når jeg begynte.
Aha. Og da hopper du 1 meter?
Sikkert å hoppe 3 meter første uka, og så uke 2, så kanskje 6, og så ble det lengre og lengre.
Ja. Det er fantastisk. Jeg er litt sjalu. Tusen takk!
There are many ski races in Norway, and some have 10,000 ski-loving Norwegians skiing through the mountains, the forests, and even the towns. Everyone has their own personal goal. Some want to have a nice, relaxed ski trip, some a party, and some to participate in competitions. Cross-country skiing is a sport for which you need the most condition of all sports. History made national ski heroes, which made skiing a national sport as popular as football in many countries. Therefore, our Norwegian skiers are extremely dedicated and have an expression called the 24 hours athletes. And when there is a cross-country race, then about half of the Norwegian population follows it. To see top sport people is like seeing tigers moving. Their back is like elastic, the muscles are stiff. Well, they pass with incredible speed. This national sport culture has created so many skiing superstars that other countries only can admire this. Young people compete against each other, growing stronger before they ever reach the international level. The Norwegian organization for the Olympic Games based their knowledge on constant comparing results between the different sports from all over the world and testing these results. After this, they implement this in the training for the top athletes. It's not strange that in this country, the birthplace of modern skiing, they win a lot of winter sport, but the Norwegians are just so dominating. This country is a medal powerhouse. Of course, have there been periods the last 100 years that the Norwegians won less and some periods more, but the fact is that in the Winter Olympics the last 100 years won number 1, Norway, with a population of 5.5 million, 405 medals. Number 2, the US, with 330 million inhabitants, won 330 medals. That means that the US won per 1 million inhabitants 1 medal. And Norway won per 1 million inhabitants 74 medals. And the athletes who won the most medals the last 100 years in the Winter Olympics are alpine skiing, Kjetil Andre Aamodt. Cross-country woman, Marit Bjørgen. Cross-country man, Bjørn Dæhlie. Biathlon, Ole Einar Bjørndalen. So how do they do it? Well, many countries see a sport as something that requires perseverance, self-denial, hard work, sacrifice, dedication and respect for authority. See the Norwegian sport as fun. This must always be the fundamental drive because that's when you do best. Start young and have positive experiences. Then you often participate lifelong in the sport. The social factors given to the athletes by their trainers and parents are very important. It's a lot of hard work, fun and dedication. It's being serious with a smile. So will Norway the next 100 years again completely dominate the winter sports? If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and press on the subscribe button. I want to thank for all information and footage from friends and others.